Hi, long time no see. So I'm changing up my background a little bit, trying some new videos, changing up some things, but more to come on that. Last night I saw Star Wars: A Solo Shit. This is a movie that I have been looking forward to for years. Was I clamoring for it? No. Is this the next prequel or spin-off movie that I wanted to see? Definitely not, but I was curious. I believe in the brand. I am a Star Wars fanboy, admittedly. I'll devour anything Star Wars they give me, but I really went into this movie with zero expectations in reality. You know, seeing that it had gotten kind of lackluster reviews, knowing the production history, or the troubled production history. The movie originally, of course, was supposed to be directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs fame, and that went south. Apparently, they're trying to make the movie too much like Guardians of the Galaxy, too much humor, not Han Solo enough. Apparently, they insulted Lawrence Kasdan and his son, who wrote the screenplay, for better or worse. So there was a lot going on behind the scenes. They switched directors mid production. They got Ron Howard, old reliable, on board, and actually I thought that was a decent choice. I get why they did that. They needed a steady hand for production to follow through on, and Ron Howard was that steady hand. Again, he is old reliable. He's an Oscar-winning director. You know he's gonna come through, and he's gonna come through under budget, especially when you have to reshoot most of the movie. In fact, this might be the best Ron Howard film in recent years. So let's cut right to the chase. Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo. He nailed it. For the most part, he nailed it. He got the mannerisms not only of the character, but the quirks and mannerisms of Harrison Ford as an actor down pat. You can tell he studied Ford and his performances a lot, because he really embodies him here. This feels like a young Han Solo. That is one aspect of the movie above all else that really had to work in order for this movie to work, and they nailed it. This feels like Han Solo. So you get that out of the way right off the bat. But then you have the great Donald Glover as Billy D. Williams, aka Lando Calrissian. This is a character I've been waiting to see back in the Star Wars universe on screen for a long time. Lando is suave and charismatic and crafty and clever, and Donald Glover plays him to a T. And again, like Alden Ehrenreich for Han Solo, he really captured the mannerisms and quirks of the actor Billy D. Williams. He got his voice down, his swagger down, they got his cape fetish in there. Really loved what they did with this character, and I can't wait to see more of it. Chewbacca gets a lot of screen time in this movie, and I'm so happy to see that. Finally, we get to see Chewbacca shine, and I cannot wait to see where they go with his character. I think they're definitely going to dive more deep into his character in future films. We might even go back to Kashyyyk and see the Wookiee family. There's a lot of different directions they can go here. Woody Harrelson as the mentor, fatherly figure to Han Solo. You needed the Woody Harrelson guy in this movie. You needed a name actor to really give this movie some gravitas. Alden Ehrenreich did an excellent job in the film, but he's not a leading man. He's not a known household name yet. He's not a veteran. Woody Harrelson is, so he really helped the film kind of get some credibility right off the bat by just being a member of this cast. Emilia Clarke also is in the film, playing kind of the love interest to Han Solo, but there's a lot more going on there. She's very good in the film. She's very serviceable. In all honesty, I really like Emilia Clarke. I think she's very good in Game of Thrones, but I've yet to see her really shine in anything else outside of Game of Thrones. She's good, but she really could have been played by anybody else, I think. And while this movie is a fun adventure, it is action-packed from beginning to end. There's only maybe one or two moments where I feel like it dragged a little bit, but not anything to really make note of. I'd be nitpicking if I said that was a major criticism of the film. But what is a major criticism of the film is, one, for a Han Solo movie, we get very little Han Solo background. We don't really know where he comes from. We don't know why he wants to be the best pilot in the universe. He just goes around the whole movie saying, I want to be the best pilot in the universe. I want to be the best pilot in the galaxy or whatever, and you never really get to know why that's the case. The movie also lacks a real villain. Now, since seeing the movie, I've thought about it, and you could argue that the galaxy itself, the system, the empire, the hardships, the life obstacles that Han Solo faces in this film is the villain of the film, but that's really stretching it. Otherwise, you just kind of have a mishmash of villains, and some villains that don't turn out to be villains, and some good guys that turn out to be villains, and it's really just kind of a mess. And again, I attribute that to the production troubles the film had, but it would have been nice to have one central villain for this movie to focus on. That being said, spoiler alert, Darth Maul. This movie had Darth Maul in it. Now, granted, it was a cameo, it was a hologram cameo, but that like totally made me shit my pants. Now, I knew Darth Maul was alive in canon, but I never thought I'd actually see him alive again on the big screen, and holy shit, he just shows up and there he is. So I cannot wait to see where they go with that in the sequels, but that's what this film was missing, was a central villain figure. Other than that, I had a really good time with Solo: A Star Wars Story. If you like Star Wars, if you're looking for just a good old-fashioned popcorn movie without a ton of surprises, then you're gonna at least like Solo: A Star Wars Story. It has a lot of flaws. It is a more mediocre entry, and it's not quite on the same level of quality as the more recent entries in the Star Wars universe. And yes, that includes Last Jedi. But it is still a solid effort. It's a lot of fun. It's great to see this character developed more, even though they didn't quite develop him enough. And it's good, once again, just to be in the Star Wars universe. And I'm open to sequels. We'll just, you know, kind of let the box office figure that out. Thanks once again, guys, for watching. If you like this video, go and click like below. And if you want to see more videos like it, go ahead and click subscribe.